Lindsey Graham, the senior South Carolina Republican who died on Saturday at 70, was a voice that blurred the lines opening in a 2026 Senate floor. When he was first elected to the House in the 1994 Republican Revolution, he carried the come-on of a right-wing foot soldier. By 1999 he became a House manager in President Bill Clinton's impeachment trial, a role he famously underscored with a quip, showing his willingness to cut through the dry legalities with a bit of Southern grit. A year later, in 2002, Graham won a Senate seat and quickly turned the chamber's levers to push his hawkish exterior policy agenda. He became a key player on judicial confirmations, budget policy, and the tough fiscal debates in Washington. Those roles matched the persona he projected, a sharp-witted, politically crafty individual who wanted to stay at the top between cutting deals and using power. But Graham was not a one-dimensional figure. He earned a reputation for reaching across the aisle, especially on immigration. Republicans, Democrats, and even the independent voices found themselves turning to him on major policy fixes. He also did not shy away from criticizing his own party on occasion. When Donald Trump burst onto the national scene in 2015, Graham fired back, describing him as a demagogue, a race-baiting, xenophobic bigot. He famously said he would count me out of certain moments, especially after the January 6 Capitol assault. Yet his own political calculations caught up. By the time Trump won the 2016 election, Graham saw the strategic advantage of aligning with the new president. He followed a plan that almost felt like a classic political chess move, golfing alongside Trump, dialing constantly, and a number of phone calls that kept him in the front row. His praise turned so intense that some observers questioned the genuineness of his earlier words. That pivot was not accidental. He sought a new endgame, staying in the Senate's middle of the action, making a difference, and securing influence. He was a consequential senator who wanted to be in the middle of the action and make a difference, Senator Susan Collins of Maine once said, prompting the image of a man driven by a desire to shape outcomes despite changing frontiers. While his legacy still stirs debate between those who remember a quiet, bipartisan immigrant law negotiator and those who recall a hawkish, Trump-aligned elder statesman, his story remains a textbook about staying relevant in a changing institution. He proved that being in the conversation, pushing forward, and scanning for opportunities, even in the face of conflicts, can leave a lasting imprint. With his passing on Saturday, we close a chapter on a senator who captured the surge and shift of American politics for 3 decades. As we reflect on his career, the lesson that resonates is that politics is as much about timing and alliances as it is about principles. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep the conversation alive.